sideways. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First carry for the five-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. To throw is Brady. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got it.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. They run again with Peterson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And off comes to Peterson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll throw with Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The play clock's running down. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Brady going to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. And the drive will start with a carry by LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. On second down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Brady. And he's got Fitzgerald. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 41-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Again, it's Brady. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Peterson a first down and more. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You're talking about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LaDainian Tomlinson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got his running back, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Kelsey out in the slot right. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Here's Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on second down, Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On first down, Brady. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Halfback sent in motion. Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Brady now on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. That's certainly not something we see often from number 12, Tom Brady, although we did see it in Super Bowl 51.
And that's why it's so memorable, because of what you just said. It doesn't happen very often. And think of the momentum that you gain as a defense, not only picking off Tom Brady, but pick six. Oh, boy, you feel good about yourselves.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2nd and just 1. They give it to Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
They'll run for it. Peterson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Brady. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
20. Alabama. Wait. 52.
They run. Peterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Evan Ingram, 34 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Again, it's Tomlinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here's Peterson. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Now Peterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
And the back goes into motion.
Now Brady got to have this one. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this isn't going to get there. It's no good. Didn't get enough leg on it. Not what you'd expect from an NFL kicker. And it's going to be the final act of this ball game. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch,